Hi, my name is Santosh and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today I'll be show you the practical lab of the C++ functions, and in the previous video I had already discussed about the theory classes based on functions on C++ programming language. So without spending much more time, I directly move to the VS Code and I will show you the practical lab whatever we had already discussed in the previous theory class. So this is my folder where I've created C++ function. You can see here folders, and directly I move. So at first I press shift and right click and open to with VS Code. So I will directly move to the VS Code, and you can see here this is the interface of the VS Code. These are the two icons the first one is create to new files, and the second one is to create of new folders. So first of all I will show you the C++ function syntax, how to create, and basic functions I will show you. First I create the simple dot cpp, and I will include iostream using name space std, and basic syntax. First I'll write and mm, return 0. So in this video, the first I'll show you the basic syntax, and the how to create a functions and how to call a functions, and then after function parameters and function overloading, and scope recursion. Many things I will show you in this particular video. So uh, first of all I write some, suppose how to create a function, just like a in void my functions and cout welcome to C++ course. You can write like this, and this is the you can see here, this is function declarations. I can write a comment here, function declarations, and when you once you declare the function, the compiler will understand. It will be until you don't call it, it will not be printed anywhere. So it will the void functions compiler, it is known to the compilers. This name, by this name the functions has been created to print out this message. So this is the void, it does not print any written value. So we can directly print out here, and this is the my functions name having no parameters specified here. So I will, whenever you call, just like my functions, and how to find this is functions are not the name having the parenthesis, two parentheses, basically it is called the function. So whenever you call it, just like if you print, just go to run, and the body, the message inside the function body will be printed. It takes taking some times. Yeah, this is printed, you can see here, and this is welcome to C++ course. So this is the simple function declaration and function calling. function function call function call, you can call more than one time, just like my functions. If it will be message are the functions, the whatever you create before int man, it means before int man, you can print, you can call as your requirement. So I suppose I call 2 times, then it will print 2 times. The body will be executed 2 times. So you can see here, yeah, and I will show here the Indial. Indial means it go to the text new line. So you can see here, it prints 2 times. So as per your requirements, you can call the functions. So, and just like first one is declaration, and uh, declaration the functions, and the body of the functions code to be that is the definitions, that is the, it is the definitions you can call it. It will be printed when you call the functions. Compiler will know what have to do with the functions. So you can uh, so in this whenever just like a mm, you create a functions here, declare, and you can call from here. So you can call as per your requirement. And the syntax of the functions, you can just like a declarations, return type, function name, and you can declare a parameters as per your requirements. And you can write the body definitions, and this is, you can call, this is the, this is the definitions, that is the function declarations, and inside the function parenthesis, that is called uh, the parameters you can say. And just like a uh, just like my functions I have declared there. And you will not if you just declaring any main the functions uh, before the int man, and you can call inside the int man, it means it will be called inside the int man. Here you can see, and these are the declarations you can see. And this is not, this is basic a simple functions that you can create like this. Just I will write here the syntax. So mm, uh, return type, function name, and parameters list, and you can body of the function. It means this is called definition, and this is called declaration. Oops, you can call here declaration, and it will be printed. So you can call and declare or create any functions and declare the functions. After a simple functions programs, and I'll be just talking about the parameters and arguments in C++. So I have already told you about the its syntax. Just like you can see here, this is the return type, the function name, and the parameters will be in the after the function's name. That is in the uh, within a parenthesis, and having that, this is the, you can see here, this is the, this is two parentheses, and the parameter is uh, between the parentheses. So I will write a program param dot cpp, and I will copy here the other syntax. So I'll show you, just like I will show you the parameters, what is the parameters, and how we can, I can delete it from here, and I will show you again. Parameters in C++, or you can say in a functions, how to specify and declare parameters inside a function, and how to call functions with the argument. So just like parameters, it means information can be passed to a function as a parameter, and I will show you examples from which you can easily understandable to you. So this is the, and just like void my name is string, and you can see just like a void in string name. Oops, name, and you can see out your name is name. Oops. Yeah, and so you can pass just like, and this is you can see here, this is the void my name. It means this is the name of the function string name. It means it is called the parameters. What types of parameter? String type parameters mean, it means the name is the name of the parameters. So it is the string type of parameters which print the value, just like string means the collection of the characters, and this is called the parameters. And you can see here, it's like a, it's very simple. This it is the return type, it does not return any value. This is the function name, it is the parameters. What types of parameters? The string type of parameters you can specified inside the parenthesis of the function after the function name. So see out your name is name, it will be printed, and this is the declarations you can see here. And when you call it, just like my name and string, just like you have to string uh, your name is just string, you have to pass, you have to call, just like you have to, if you call it, it's like Santosh, then it will be printed. What will print, you can see here. So yeah, it's correct, and I can here to print easily. So uh, clear. I'll also g plus plus and param, and a executable file will be created. You can see here executable file will be created, new file, and you can press, and your name is Santosh, you can print here. That means not your my name is, you can print like this. So in this code, these are the, this is the this is the parameters, and this is the argument. When you call a functions, and then this is the call of functions with an arguments. So this is called arguments, and you can call it a parameters. So you can call when a parameter is passed to a functions, and it is called argument. It means the parameters is passed to the function call. It means string, and the string, it is also a string, then it is called the uh, argument, you can see. So uh, you can see here, this is the uh, this is parameters, and this is argument. You can call more than one parameters, and the number of parameters, uh, just like if you pass two parameters, and then you must pass two arguments inside the function whenever you call the functions. So you can also use default parameters value by using the assignment and equal sign operators, just like if you can call a function without an arguments, and each that uses the default value. Just like I'll show you the in code. So just like you create default parameters, so I'll delete it, and default parameters, and mm, I will show you the string. Okay, I'll delete this form. Mm, I can cut it, and also delete it. So you have to use the equal sign to assign and declare functions, just like a default parameter, to use the parameters, default parameters. So just like if you just uh, create declare of functions, void my function, and just like you are passing the string type of parameter, string, and suppose country, and default just like India, and if you are print it, oops, and you have to use a country name, just country India. So if you call it, just like if you pass the argument, just like I'll show you, if you are not passing the argument, it will print the default value, default parameters. So it takes the default parameters, just like uh, if you my function, just like Nepal, and my function just like mm, Saudi Arabia, and my functions is like USA, and my functions, if you not passing are passing the arguments, and this is called, this is the, if you can call the parameters, and this when you call the functions, and inside the parentheses, this is called the arguments. You can just like passing here arguments Nepal, Saudi Arabia, and USA, United States of America, and if you are not passing any arguments when you call the functions, then it takes the default parameters value. It means you can just it takes the default value, and where is the where the default value is, and I can compile run the program, and you can see here this will be printed text time. So this time showing two default parameters when you use text time. So yeah, right, if you are just passing the argument Nepal, Saudi Arabia, and USA, you are not passing here, so it takes the default value from the parameters. So you can see here, so you can call as per your requirement as many times you need, but this is the default parameters. When you are not passing in arguments, when you call the functions, then it takes the default value from the parameters. So it's all about the default parameters. And sometimes just like if you are passing, and this is, you can call it the optional parameters, and this is the parameters value, it will be printed, it will call or print whenever you are not passing any arguments during function call. So it's all about the default parameters in functions. And inside the functions you can add as many as per your requirement, many parameters as you want. So in this I will show you the multiple parameters, how to uh, create a functions of the multiple parameters to pass the multiple parameters. So I'll create here multi.cpp. I'll copy the code from here. It's about time, so I delete it. And also delete this one. This is the I can write multiple parameters. If you are passing more than one parameters, and you can you can just like you can pass more than one parameters. So uh, just inside the functions, just like if you are just like I'll show you write my info my info string name and int age. Just like I'm passing I'm creating a functions and having passing more than one parameters, just like in my informations regarding cout and my name is, you can call here name and my sorry and my age is it's in real. So what is happening? Something is ENTL, yeah, ENTL. So you can create just like I have created a string type of parameters. This is the string and this is the integer type of parameters. It means this is called the multiple parameters. Just you are passing two parameters inside a functions. This is the name of the functions. It does not print anywhere. So you can call a function, and by passing the arguments you can call the function. Just you can just like info, and you can string type of data you have to give, and just like my name is just like a Santosh, and just like you can mention your age, suppose I'm 19. So this is, yeah, and you can print it just like go. This is the, and whenever you call, you are just passing the multiple parameters, I mean two parameters, then you just you call the functions. You need to give the argument is equal to the uh, similar to the parameters number. So how many parameters? Two. Then two arguments we have to give in here, you have to put. So you can run the program, you can see what is happening here. So uh, just you can see here, yeah, my age is, and you can now give a space here, and just sorry, yeah, once again you can call, and you can also call, suppose by terminal g plus plus and multi, and one file will be created by the name a. This is the a.exe executable file, and you press a and press tab, it will execute automatically. My name is Santosh, my age is 19. So you can pass just I'm showing to you in this program to how to pass more than one parameters, and how you can call the functions um, by taking the more than one parameters. So you can see here, this is all about the multiple parameters. Just I would like to say something. One importance that points that when you are working with the multiple parameters, and the functions call must have the same number of arguments that you have to write, and there are in parameters, and the argument must be passed in the same order. So just like you can see here, I'm just passing the two parameters. This these are the two arguments I am calling here, having the same orders, just like I am having, this is the first one is string and the second one is integers. So you have to point out now, and it is very important to remember. And just like the return value, how to pass the return value inside the functions. And just like you the void keyword used in the and used in the just in the previous example, just like default parameters. And when you call the functions, when you declare the functions, and in the time I had used the void keyword. That means that that should not print return a value. But if you want the functions to return a value, and you can use you must use the data type, just like string, int, and instead of void keywords. And when you use the data types just like string and int, then you must use the return keywords inside the function. So I will show you in the just like just I'm creating the how you can why we can use the void. And how will just like I'm just I've used here void, but I when I use the data type just like int, string, float, char, then how you can return a value. So I'm just creating a file, return value.cpp. I'm just pasting the copied from there. This is the I'm just erasing it. Yeah, so just I had already shown you void keyword when we use it. And this you can see here, mm, just like int age, or you can take any number, just you can create any functions or declare any functions, just like you can add or my function, you can take any name, int x, and return x, you can write like this. So uh, you have to use whenever you use the data types before the function's name. When just you are declaring a functions, creating a functions, when you are using the data types, then you have to use the return keywords. This is the mm, return is a keyword uh, used only when uh, you declare functions with data type. Just like you have created the functions having the it prints the integer type of data, then you can call here. So cout int x equal to just like 5 you create in cout. And just like my function, sorry, cout my functions, and you can create the x. Now the value will be printed, and you can run this command, run this code, and what is happening, see here, the 5 will be printed. You can see here the 5 is printed, you can see here. So this you can, sorry, you can just use the return, just you want to use the return keyword inside the functions, then you have to use the data types such as string, int, and uh, char. As per your requirement you can use there. So if you just like this if you are using, I'm just making this sort it, suppose you are printing 10 plus x, then what value will be printed here? now just comment, and I'm just running here. You can see 10 plus 5, what is the value? 15, right? So you can see here, uh, when we use void keyword and when we use the return keyword, when void keyword was used before the function's name, then you have to you have to call the function, you have to write, you should not, you do not use the return keyword. But uh, instead of using just if you are using void, then you do not use the return. But instead of using void, you are just using int string, then you have to use the return keyword here. So you can print like this. And you can pass just like you can pass more than 2 parameters. I have already shown you that. Even just I will show you, this is the first single parameters, and you can pass 2 parameters also. Just int this. Oops, I'm just I could comment here. I can comment and just like int my function int x comma. You have to if you are passing 2 parameters, there are more than 2 parameters, you have to pass more than 1 parameter by using the comma. So int y, or you can pass anything, any names. So return x plus y, you have to use this. So you have to pass initialize the value int x int y equal to just like 9, and my function you have to pass x comma y. Just like you have to it is the similar to the parameters. Here is x and here is y. This x and y value will be go to the here, and it act what is happening, what you have passed, what you return here. X equal to 5, 9 equal to y, and this from where it comes from this is functions, and what the function says, the x will become here and y will become here, and it 5 plus 9, what will be, it will be it's gives the result. So it gives the result 14. You can see here, yeah, 14 printed, right? Fine. So you can use having more than 2 parameters to return the value by using, instead of using the void keyword. Just like you can store the just if you want to store this function, just like if you want to store this a and b, then you can also call pass initialized value, just like uh, just if you want to store the value of the functions in another variable, then you can just like my, mm, int z equal to my functions mm, x comma y. So you can print like this, mm, just like z, only you can z print here, and the value will be executed successfully. I'm not doing anything here, but pass or initialize another variables, just like just I'm holding, then storing the my function value to the another variables, just like z, and z I will print here. So it is the same, not so hard things, just you are understanding it. It's very easy. So and you can see here, I will show you, this is all about the return value when we use int, and when you just using int data types to create a functions or declare a functions, and use void to declare and create a call of functions. This is all about the return value, you can see here. And just like in the previous, so I had shown you the parameters where you passed in the functions and default parameters and multiple parameters. And just like when you pass parameter to functions, and you can also pass a reference to the function, just like reference means addresses of the function. And this is very useful when you need to change the value of the arguments, just like I'm showing you here. So just like you are swapping a numbers in the time, and you can use the reference, you can pass a reference, pass by a reference. So I'm just creating here, and swap or reference pass by reference dot cpp. And I'll copy, just like I'm writing here, not copy. You can take here, just like this code, and pass by reference. You can paste here. I'm just write here pass by reference. It means we use here ampersand, just like address. It takes the address of the another variables. It is the another types of variables. It's just like I use to address. It takes the address. It's used to find out the address of the variables, and then it finds the address. So I can delete here, and I'll also delete the here. Just like we are swapping the numbers, you can swap, and the number will be the integer types. You can see here. So you can just passing a swap on numbers. Just you can take the this you have it's like void swap num and int x and int y. But just you are taking, it's not a x, just you have to take the address, and you have to pass its address ampersand to take the uh, uh, value or address of the variables. And just swap the number, just like um, just the first number is 10, and the second number is just like 20, and after swapping it will be the first number 20, and the second number. It means interchanging the address of the variable. So just you can first int my f name num f number, first numbers. You can see just like a 11 int yes number. You can just like a 34. You can initialize here, and you can print a message what is happening. See out before swapping, before swapping. You can see here, before swapping, the first number one, the first number is before swapping. You can see here and see out f number ntl, see out yes number ntl. This is the this number will be printed before swapping, just like first number is 11 and second number is 34. But you want to swap means to exchanging or to change the address of the variable. So the address will be changed but to change the address you have to take another variable, just like to replace the address, to replace the number to another variables. We have to empty, just like you have to take a temp variables, just like after, and just I'm see out, and after swapping Mhm. Intel, and you can see here this after swapping and uh, before swappings, and before swapping you have to call a function, just like you have to take another variables. You can call a functions, just like you have to take a temp equal to x, and x equal to y, and y equal to temp, int, you have to int here. So what is happening here, you can see here, it's like a mm, swapping the address, swapping the address, changing the address of the variables. It means ampersand x means it is the address of x. It means I have declared a variables, just like a temp, and temp became x became temp. It means, and x is equal to y, and y equal to once again became uh, temp. So it changed, I write here, then before swapping I have to write or call of functions here, swap num, and you have to initialize f num comma yes num. So you can call the functions, this is call function, is the declarations. The number will be changed now. So how it is happening, how it's working, just like if you see here, int temp equal to x, the value of the temp x will be equal to the temp. So just like 11 will be temp, and x in x address, the value will be replaced, just 34. It means temp, you can see here, temp equal to 11, and x equal to 34. And once again here you can see here y equal to temp. It means 11. It means uh, you can see here, just like temp equal to 11, and x equal to 34, and y equal to once again become the 11. So you can see here this and this one is y became 11. So the y means this is the second number, you can see here, this is the second number became now 11s, and temp x became 34. So the address of the value of the variable will be changed, and after swapping, using the swapping functions, and just I'm trying to show you how to pass a reference, it means address of the variables by using the swapping. So you can see I can just run this code, and you can see what is happening and what value will be outputted. So you can see here, after swapping, I'm just not calling, I'm not calling here, just to see out yes number intel, see out yes number intel. So you can see here, sorry, the spelling is mistake now here, endl, yeah, right, endl. So you can run the functions, what is happening. So I can delete here. So run the functions, run the code, and you find the value will be the difference, something is missing here. Y equal to 10, something is missing. It's like a, something. Yeah, sorry, f number here is. So you can once again call it, run the program, and you can see here what is happening. Definitely will be changed. Yeah, you can see here the value, the first number is before swapping 11, second 34, and this is after swapping, this will be the 34 and 1. It does not matters that you what is, just like you passing the parameters x and y, you can pass anything here, and also you can initialize or declare value by any taking by any variables name. It does not matters. So you have to write the correctly functions. What is the function is about? So you have to write the correct logic to get the effective or best output. So it's all about the pass by reference, and now you can see here and the source code I will be uploaded. The link of the source code will be in the description link, and you can download from the GitHub account uh, and practice 1 or 2 times. It will be very easy to understand you. And you can also pass an arrays to our functions, and just like uh, in previous practical and had shown you to pass the just like a reference and the return value and multi parameters and default parameters had shown you. So you can also pass an arrays to a function call. So just you have to declare functions, and that might be a return value or void keywords. You can create using the void keywords, and instead of using void keyword you can use the data types and call the functions. But you can also and also you can pass arrays to a functions by using the arrays. We had already studied about it. You can visit the playlist and you can see there. So just like you can pass the numbers, and how many, by using the for loops you can call the functions by just I'm just showing you how to pass arrays to a functions. Array function dot cpp, and just this is the pass and arrays to the functions. Just pasting the copy code. Oops, you can copy the code here. It save the time, and function is used to save the time. It is important things, you need to remember it. Function is used to save the time also. So just like you can pass arrays to function call, just like void my number, and you can pass just like you can pass my function into my numbers, and how many numbers that you are calling are the size of the functions. And my function you can function and int array my name, and just like int my number, int my number. And suppose how to pass the array. Suppose you have to give me a 6 number, and to call it you have it does not return any value, and this just return it does not. So you have to call this number 6 size. The size of the array is 6. It contains 6 elements. So you have to call all one by one elements by using the for loops. So you can using the for loops. Suppose for int I equal to 1, I is less than 6, I plus plus, and you can call the my function, and you can also just like um, you can call sorry, my number, you can call numbers, and it is a type int l, int l, you can call like this. So this is the arrays to pass the arrays pass to the functions. Mm, you can call like this. And suppose you can call, and now just like this is the name of the function. Void does not return value, and it just like it is the name of the array, and size of the array 6 element. It means it contains 6 elements, and 6 elements will be printed one by one by using the for loop. You can use the for loop to print the all 6 element indexes of the number will be start from the 0. You know very well about it. So just like if you are just calling or point declaring the function, but you have to call the functions. So um, you can just int and my number, and you can my numbers 6 here, and just like 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It means this 6 is not belonging that it such as that 1 to 6, but it contains 6 elements. That it depends on your initialize or value statistical initialization of the array. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 elements does the array is contains, and it will print one by one when you call the functions. So my function, when you call it, it will print the 6 elements as you initialize by the just like my number. So this is the initialization of the function array, and this initialization of the functions it will also call by using the uh, pass the arrays to a functions. So this is the declaration of the array, or sorry, functions, and just you are calling, you are printing, iterating the all numbers, all elements that having the uh, my just it is the arrays elements, and this is the size of the elements arrays. So you can print one by one. How this is happening? By using the for loop and functions. So you have written the logic there, so you can use the logic by calling the functions, and by function you can run the program and see what is happening. So you can see just like, yeah, all the element will be printed 0 1 2 3 4. It means 1 2 3 4 5 6. What is happening? 1 no, 0 I have to print. Yeah, if you start 0, all the element will be printed. If you start 1, and then it will be printed from 0 1 3. So all the elements, to print the all elements, you have to uh, use the for loop by using start 1. So all the elements have been printed here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements all are printed here, and the index of the 0 is 2. Just you are printing only suppose 4, just like which elements will be printed here. Just like 0 2. Sorry, it will not. mm, you can print all the elements. Just if you are, you can choose from here. You can print like this. So the all elements will be print here. You can, yeah, correct, fine. So it's all about the passing the arrays to a functions. So you can see here. So and I'll show you the real life how you can just demonstrate in practical example using functions, and I'll show you you are trying to convert the Fahrenheit and Celsius, and how to convert the gram and kilogram and centimeters and meters. You can convert by using functions. That is the real life example I'm trying to show you here. So I'll write here, it's like Celsius to Fahrenheit, just CPP, and I write here include, yes, IOE stream, IOE stream using name space std int man return 0. This is the basic syntax. IOST stream to use the library functions. Yeah, so just I'm showing you the real example of the functions. uh, just convert 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 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 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 So you can, first of all, you need to know the formula. Which formula you can use to convert the Celsius to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. It's like Fahrenheit. Yeah. So you have to write the functions to convert, to change, just like if you are trying to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and then you have to use to create a function at first, and you can use the functions as per your requirement. So functions, first of all, we have to create the functions, just like a float, that is function, the float to Celsius float, and you have to convert just like a float Fahrenheit, float Fahrenheit, and you have to use the formula here. How we can convert? It's like you are using um, 10 centigrade Celsius, then what will be the its Fahrenheit conversion? So just like you have to know the formula how you can convert the Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to Celsius. For so function to create Fahrenheit to Celsius, so Celsius to Fahrenheit, Celsius, Celsius, spelling mistake, Celsius to Fahrenheit. You have to use the formula I will show you, and after it I will declare of initialize a value, what value that you are trying to convert, and it's like um, it returns float, just like you are using here data types. Then you what we have to use return, and what formula that you are using, just like what will be the formula just like Fahrenheit minus 32 into, just like this is the formula you can see, um, just like you are using 5 by 11, you can see just 5 by 9, you can see here. You can see 5009. This is the formula you can used during conversion of the Fahrenheit. You can you can set a Fahrenheit value just like float value, and you can call the function with the Fahrenheit value, and you can see set the just a Fahrenheit, and you can set here float Fahrenheit value. It's like 98.7. You can use here, and you can use any value just like you are um, and you can call the functions float, and after calling the function you can uh, store the function calling value just like float this float, and you can call just like uh, float, and it will be the result you want, and 2 Celsius, and what value you are trying, yeah, value just you are calling here, and now you can use the form, you can um, print Fahrenheit, uh, what value will be printed, and it's like a C out Fahrenheit of a value, mm, Intel, and you can also print the value of the Fahrenheit. You can print from the just like convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. If just you are trying print the result, if you are printing the result, then what is happening, result, it means Fahrenheit to result Intel. Intel. So uh, what this code is saying, this is the formula you can see in the search in the Google again. What is the formula to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius? You can convert like this. You can use the formula. So before using the functions, you have to, you must know to what is the formula to that functions that you are using to apply in your code. So this is a formula I have written, and create a functions that will be the float value, and when you use the data types in function, then you have to use the keywords, that is written keyword you have to use. So it will return, first of all I initialize a, you have Fahrenheit value, and I give the this value, uh, create a functions, call these functions, and this function will be stored in a result, and the result will be the float. So I can call the Fahrenheit, and the result will be the, will be printed here, converted. So I can print what is happening. You can see here this yeah, the Fahrenheit is 98.7. It's resulted convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. You can write here, mm, convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Result is you can print the functions, and you can find, you can see here, uh, this is the output. You can see here, this is the output. I mean, this is the Fahrenheit, and this is the value of the Celsius. So you can use the functions in real life example. You can use many program, just I'm using here, just you are trying to find the area of the rectangle, and area of the circles, and square, and you have to write the formula, and you can use repeatedly as per you frequently as per your requirement. You can use the functions, you can follow call of functions then as per your requirement. So this is about the real life examples. You can use it in um, many uh, program as per your need. And in functions, you need to know the function overloading. With the function overloading, you must know its meaning and how you can declare and call having the same name with different parameters. It means function overloading means it can have the same name. The function have the same name with the different parameters. The name of the function are the same, but it will having the distinct are different parameters. So I will show you just uh, I'm just showing you uh, functions over function overloading.cpp. So I can write include stream using name spaces td int man return 0. So this is the basic syntax of C++. So you can see here functions overloading. You can I'm just writing here. This is the comment function overloading. Function overloading. Just you can int add number int a int b. So int b oops, and int or float add num float a float b and double add num double a double b. So you can see here these are the this is called the function overloading. The it means the name of the function are same, having the different parameters and data types. So this is the different parameters having the different data types. This is the different parameters, but the function's name is same. You can see here when you call return, what will happen? A plus b, you can see, and you can also see here. I'm just removing the semicolon from here. Here you can also return a plus b, and you can also return a plus b. So sorry, return you can write. Oops. Yeah, so you can spelling mistake, return. So this is called the function overloading. Means this is called function overloading. If you initialize just int a or a equal to 5 and b equal to 6, the data types you have to write here. int yeah, and you initialize the value here, the variables, and initialize, and whenever you call the functions, just like if you are calling the cout, and if you are just calling the first one, if you are integer type of, so you have to use add num, and what you have to use a comma b. It will print the integer type of value. And the second one, I'll just cout add num, just like if you print a mm, a comma b. I'm just float it, a comma b. It would also print, and once again I'm show you what I'm doing here. Age num a comma b, you can call like this. So but you have to initialize, you have to just change or store the value in the other function, just like other data types. Float will store the uh, decimal value. So it will, this will print the same 5 and 7, 11 11 11. But you are at second you are just float point, this is the float point, and you can change here. It will print, suppose, int x 5.64, int y equal to 8.4.6, you can see here. And you can call x comma y, and another is in you can, sorry, it is not floated, float, this is the float, and this is also a float, this is also a float, and double d a equal to 5.66678, and it's like this is the float number. Float double number, double means it having the more decimal, after decimal point it contains more digits. So uh, double dd equal to 4.678, sorry, just like this. So you can call this as a d dd. So this is the function overloading. When you wrote this, run this program, you can see what value will be printed in the console. So you can run here and see the value, what value will be printed. So I'm just, you can see here entl, I can show you. I'm just taking next line, end of the line. So I'm just printing, see, so I'll delete it and run this code, see the result. Yeah, this is, this became x and y, just like if you see, if you print, just like you are taking the float point, and once again I am just run the code. What value will be printed? So this is taking 4 and 5, float x and float y, float 8 num, 8 num, 8 num. So you can call functions just like you can single, you can call it, just like uh, if you are printing the value. I'm just showing here. I will show you just one by one. Float number, it will print the float. you do not have to write this one, you have to use the number here only, just like I'm showing you 4, 5, and you have to call here 4.5, 5.6, 5, comma here, and 4.56 and 6.6.346. You can use the double as like, so you can call and see what is happening from this code. You can just write the yes, this is all about the just floating point. As written the floating point list. You can see here at number 4.5, 5.6. You can see this is all about the function overloading. It means it gives you a just like multiple function can have the same name as long as the parameters, but parameters will be the different. So if you initialize or if you call it's like I'm just showing the another example of it. So yes, just return the value and just like int sum f equal to, you can call add num 4.9, you can call it, this is the integer. Float, you can change the name, sum int float sum float equal to add num, and you can 4.5 comma 6.7, you can use it and you can print it. See out sum int ent indial, see out sum int, oops, sum float indial, and you can see you can just store the function in another variables, and the another variable will be called printed by using the cout. And see, yes, having the same function name but different parameters you can use like this is the output of the this code. So you can use as a different parameters, but the function name is the same. So this is all about the function overloading, and you can see the code, and you can practice this one or more time, and it will be very easy for you to understand, uh, and your practice, even you practice uh, or just more 1 or 2 times, it will be very easy to understand. So you understand the earlier, and I had already told you the functions, how it works, and uh, it's time to learn, and it is very important to know how the variable acts inside and outside of the functions, and in that case the scope, variable scope comes into the picture. So in C++ programming language, variables are only accessible inside the regions they are created, and where we create the variables are declare the variables in that region. We can call the or access the variables, and this is called the scope. So there are two types of scope, just like a local scope, and other one is global scope, and I will show you in the practical lab today in this class. In this video and class and sessions, and a local scope, first of all you need to understand a variable is created inside a functions belonging to the local scope of that functions, and you can be used inside the functions. And just like if you create a functions and you declare a variables, and that variables will be uh, called inside that functions, and that just like a local variable I will call you just I will show you how to create a mm, local scope.cpp. I'll print the here. This is the functions, and I will show you how to use the local variables, and this is all about it. So first of all we have to write or int just like a void my variable int my variable, just like you are creating a functions. You are creating a functions uh, having the void keywords. It means does not print. So my variable, and you can create int x equal to 5 or int 10 you can create. So cout uh, variable value of x is int, sorry, x in real. So you can call just this is the local variables, because the variables which are declared inside the functions, this is then and this will be called within that functions. It means I declared here, so I can print, I can use this variables in this block, I cannot use in another way. So you can call these functions by just my variables, you can call this. So this is um, the local variables, and I run this code and see what is happening. So the variable the value of the x is here. Yeah, right, value of x is 10. You can print, you can see here. It means uh, local variable means that variables which are created inside the functions and would be and use within a uh, functions, created functions. So you can call here, you can declare initialize variable, and you can print inside the function. So you can call the variables, call the functions, and the value will be printed. And local variables cannot be used outside the function. So you can see here, this is the local variable, it cannot be used outside the functions. So if you print x int x equal to 16, so what is happening, see what is happening, I will show you what is happening, which value will be printed. You can see here, yeah, the variable is not printed here. So if you print here x, sorry, so this is the outside of the variables, this is the global, this is the local variable. So first it prints the local variable. When you call or when you declare inside functions, it will uh, prioritize it. The first priority of the local variable is it used within the functions, it will not be used outside the functions. It is belonging to the uh, it is not belonging to the outside of the functions local variable. If you're trying to access the outside functions, that will be error occurs. So and the global variable means just like you can create outside of the function, and you can call uh, used by anyone anywhere. So you can just I'll show you the global variables. I will copy here and global scope.cpp. You can paste here. You can you can yeah you can it. So you can declare outside, suppose int x equal to 8, and you can see out. So you can um, we can use, if you global declaration we can use inside the functions, outside the function. See out uh, the value inside the value of x inside function is the value printed, the value of x printed or call inside the value of x is in x integral. And you can call here also cout x here. You can print the value of x outside the function. So you can call the, or you can print, or you can use the global variable outside of the functions. So you can see here I am just printing this code and see what is happening, what the output will be printed. It will print from here. Yeah, this will print it here. So you can print here. You can see here, if I comment this, what is happening. Yeah, it is called outside of the functions. So you can use you can see, and you can use the global and local variable in the program like this. So it's about local scope and global scope. I have to write here, its name is change global. Yeah, so you can print once again and see what is happening. Mm, yeah, right, the 8 is printed here. Which one it is? This one is inside the main functions. The global variable will be called or written by using or cout standard output standard level functions object. You can print, you can take in anywhere. So this is all about it means the variable created outside of the functions is global, and that can be accessed by anyone. So that is not much more secure. So this is all about the local scope and global scope, as you can see here. And and one importance is just like a C++, just where studying and learning and just telling you about the C++. Uh, we are in the functions, And the most important things in function is also most important, that is recursions. You must know about it, so you should know. So the recursion means, I've already discussed in the theory lecture. You can visit the playlist and see the definitions and about the recursion. So first of all, recursion is the techniques you need to understand about it. Recursion is the technique to making the function call itself. So the function will be called again and again. It means the function will be called itself, that is called the recursion. So this is the techniques. It provides a way to break complicated problems. So just like you have to add the just like 10, and uh, just you have to find 1 to 10, sum of the 1 to 10 digits numbers. So you have to use the recursion. It means because it's calling functions, just you have created functions, but you want to call the function again and again, and function calling itself until the condition is false or true, then it will called. And just like to solve the complicated problem, and the recursion will be used very, it makes the problem so easy, and we can use recursion to solve the problem. It's difficult, not so easy, but if you practiced more, 1 or more 2 times, then it will easy to understand. And just like uh, I will show you one examples. Just like if you think that adding two numbers together, it's easy. Just like you are adding two numbers, just like 1 and 2, it's easy. But just like you are adding the numbers, taking the range, just adding range of number is more complicated. Then in that time you have to use the recursions, because again and again function is just you have created a functions, and you have to you need to call the function again and again itself. Function calling itself is a recursion. So just like 10, and just like I will show you uh, just recursion, just like recursion.cpp, and I'm just include IO stream using namespace std int main return 0. And just like you are wanting the this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, what will be the answer? Then you have to use the functions to find its results. So I create a functions, it's like and to finds its value. I could put here, then you can, yeah. So I will show you functions, just like this summation of the digits, just like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You have to sum all the digits to find the um, result of the that number. So you can initialize or declare variables, and you can declare a function, just like I'll show you. And you have to int sum in, just like int n, and you have to give the logic what you want, just wanting you to do getting doing the from the functions. So just if you if n is greater than 0, then you have to use the logic what you want from the functions. If n is greater than 0, then just like you want to return the value, just like n plus and name of the function is like uh, return n plus sum and sum minus 1, n minus 1, n minus 1. You have to you have to use the for logics to print the uh, to print the uh, results. Return n plus some, use the functions just like n and oops, and you have to else part you have to determine, you have to write the logic thing, you have to write the logic or return 0 you have to write here. So you can see here just is happening wrong. Yeah, I have write the logic, but you have to initialize or declare a function what value that you are going to add. Just like I'm just taking example of 10, then you have to int result just, and you want to call or store the or call the functions. Just you have to uh, sum just like 10, and what is it, sum 10, it means not sum, it adds all the digits, it adds all the digits. It's like you can, what the logic is showing, just if this is the name of the functions, this is the parameters you specified here, single parameters. So if condition you have to use n is, it means this is the uh, data or value, n is greater than 0, if the value is greater than 0, then it returns like this. N means, suppose just if you are trying 10, so 10 plus and sum n minus 1, sum n minus 1, what will be the sum? You have to just like print sum n minus 1, it means sum n minus, it means 10 minus 1, it means it became 9, it becomes 9. And once again if the n is it will be called once again, it will be called once again, it becomes 9, and once again it will be uh, it became 9s and plus and became 8, just like similarly you will be declining the value, and all will be 0, and the when it comes, when the sum function is called, it adds the k. It means since the function does not call itself when k is equal to 0, when k equal become 0, sorry, uh, just like when just like when n is equal to 0, it will not be called, because it's like if you write int int n a b c and d as per your requirements, just like a k, these are the parameters or variables name you can declare in the program as well. And when it will print like this, and now it's became 8 plus 7, just like it will add all the when n equal to 0, it will uh, exit the functions, and it will print the results. So see what is happening. I will print you, I will show you by calling this run this code here. So you can see here, I'm just running it. See what is happening. It will print the result. I'm just, what is happening, just calling, something missing. Oh yeah. So int result, you can see, and see out result, entl. Even you don't store the functions in another variables, you can all directly call by putting here. So I'm just storing in another variables. I'm just running this and see what is happening, what value will be printed in the console. So 55 is correct. So you can say this is 55. So you can add here one, you can see here, if you add this, and 1 and 3 and 6 and 10 became, and 15 and 21, 28, 28, 28, 36, 36, 45, and 10 becomes 55. So you can use the recursion by using its functions. It means it calls the function itself. Function call itself, that is called recursions. So to add the numbers having the range, just like 1 to 50, just like if you add, just like if you add 50, 150, what value will be printed? If you see here, I'm just calling here. Mm, yeah, 11, 3 to 5. If you add it, if you write these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, having putting the plus inside the numbers, then the result will be comes at last. So this is all about the recursion in functions. Yeah, I'll told you the definitions already in the theory lectures. You can visit the playlist and you can see from there. And this is all about the practical lab related to the functions. And I've shown you the different things here, just like functions, function parameters, and default parameters, multiple parameters, and arguments, the global scope and the local scope, and function overloading, and real full examples I have shown you in this lab, and C++ function recursions I had shown you. So this is all about the practical lab related to the functions, and you can practice one or more, two times. If you practice it, then it will be easy to understand you, and you can make your notes, and I will upload all the source code in GitHub account, and you can download from there. The link will be available in the uh, video description. You can download from there. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.